The latest drama involves Kris Jenner and her longtime boyfriend Corey Gamble, and it's nothing short of explosive. According to the rumors, Corey Gamble not only dumped Kris but also slapped her in the face, calling her an old ugly lady. And if that wasn't enough, he's allegedly made off with a staggering $500 million of Kris's money. From the beginning, there were whispers that Corey was more interested in Kris's wealth than in her, and it seems those suspicions might have some truth to them. This dramatic fallout has everyone talking, and it's another major scandal for the Kardashian-Jenner matriarch to handle. Kris Jenner, known for her tough-as-nails persona and savvy business acumen, is now dealing with personal betrayal on a massive scale. The alleged theft of $500 million is a huge blow, and it raises serious questions about trust and loyalty in her personal life. The public is waiting to see how Kris will respond to these devastating accusations. Will she take legal action against Corey, or will she handle this scandal in a typically dramatic Kardashian style? One thing's for sure, this is a saga that will keep unfolding, and the fallout could be monumental. Stay tuned, because when it comes to the Kardashian-Jenner clan, the drama is never ending, and this latest twist is one for the books. After enduring 2 unsuccessful marriages, Kris Jenner found solace in Corey Gamble, who vowed to remain faithful and never abandon her. However, the harsh truth seems to contradict his promises. Is Corey truly the man he portrays himself to be, or is he entangled in a web of deceit? While Kris and Corey appeared to share a strong, respectful, and supportive bond, it's peculiar that no one has ever encountered his family. Whispers even suggest that Corey was strategically placed to infiltrate the Kardashian clan. Corey, who is 25 years Kris Jenner's junior, has been her partner for nearly a decade. Yet, their once supportive relationship has now suffered irreparable harm. Reports indicate that Corey recently ended the relationship for an inexplicable reason, leaving Kris furious. An insider revealed that Kris feels Corey has revealed his true nature, and she's struggling to come to terms with it. Their journey began in 2014 at a party, during Kris's separation from Caitlyn Jenner. Despite the timing, Corey confidently approached the reality star to introduce himself, setting the stage for their future together. Corey, who is 25 years Kris Jenner's junior, has been her partner for nearly a decade. Yet their once supportive relationship has now suffered irreparable harm. Reports indicate that Corey recently ended the relationship for an inexplicable reason, leaving Kris furious. An insider revealed that Kris feels Corey has revealed his true nature, and she's struggling to come to terms with it. Their journey began in 2014 at a party, during Kris's separation from Caitlyn Jenner. Despite the timing, Corey confidently approached the reality star to introduce himself, setting the stage for their future together. At the time, Corey was working for Scooter Braun as Justin Bieber's tour manager. The couple quickly became inseparable, frequently seen on dinner dates and taking a trip to Mexico just a few months after meeting. Corey made his first appearance on Keeping Up with the Kardashians in March 2015. Kris's daughters discussed their mother's new relationship, voicing concerns about the couple's significant age difference and suggesting that Kris might be moving too fast. Just 2 months later, Kris and Corey made their red carpet debut at the prestigious Met Gala, donning all-black outfits for the occasion. While all of the Kardashian sisters initially had reservations about Kris's relationship with Corey, Khloe remained uncertain even several years into the partnership. In a January 2018 episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Khloe confronted Corey about his often distant behavior towards her, expressing a desire to feel more at ease with their relationship. Despite this tension, Kris and Corey continued their romance, vacationing in the south of France. The couple was spotted holding hands around Antibes, and engagement rumors swirled soon after when Kris was seen wearing a large diamond ring. When asked about it on The Late Late Show with James Corden, Kris fueled speculation by choosing to eat a cricket instead of answering questions about the ring during a game of Spill Your Guts or Fill Your Guts. The rumor mill also buzzed with whispers that Kris and Corey might be secretly married. Real drama unfolded when Kanye West confronted Corey about his guarded nature during another episode of the show. Kim recounted how Kanye bluntly asked Corey why the Kardashian-Jenner family had never met his relatives. Although Kim disapproved of Kanye's approach, she understood his concern given Corey's privacy since dating Kris. Khloe sided with Kanye, and the situation escalated during a family trip to Palm Springs, leading to heightened tensions. In one episode, Kris confronted Khloe about her behavior towards Corey. Khloe later apologized, telling her mom that she just wanted her to be happy and didn't mind who she dated as long as they treated her well. However, Kanye's concerns were not unfounded. Why hadn't Corey introduced his family to Kris? Kanye claimed that Corey had ulterior motives and was hired to infiltrate the Kardashian family. In a 2022 Instagram post, Kanye alleged that Corey had been close to Puff's family and Justin Bieber and inserted himself into Kris's life following her divorce. Kanye suggested that Corey might be working for an organization like DuPont. Kanye even posted a video of Corey kissing a young woman, although the video was quickly deleted. The Kardashian family dismissed Kanye as irrational, with Kim even considering placing him under conservatorship at one point. Things remained quiet for a while, but within the Kardashian inner circle, it became clear that Corey had indeed cheated. According to an insider, Corey was unfaithful to Kris with a close family friend at a private party they both attended. After Kris left the party early, Corey slipped into a room with this woman, and several people saw them leave the party together. Although the incident occurred a few months ago, Kris only recently learned about it, sparking a heated argument where Corey denied any wrongdoing. The situation escalated to the point where Kim confronted Corey at their home. Kris was devastated by the news and made every effort to keep the scandal from reaching the media, fearing the impact on her reputation after 2 failed marriages. Kris's first marriage was to Robert Kardashian, a prominent attorney who rose to fame as one of O.J. Simpson's defense lawyers during the 1995 murder trial. After their divorce, Kris married Bruce Jenner, an Olympic gold medalist who later transitioned and became Caitlyn Jenner. Kris's marriages, especially her relationship with Caitlyn, have consistently captured media attention. Her reaction to Caitlyn's transition was mixed. She initially expressed support, but also shared her emotional struggles and confusion as it impacted their long-term relationship and family dynamic. Public statements from both sides led to moments of tension, and currently, Kris and Caitlyn have no contact with each other. Given the negative media scrutiny surrounding her previous marriages, Kris was determined to avoid further controversy with Corey. To maintain a positive public image, Kris consistently tries to keep any negative relationship issues out of the spotlight, often pretending everything is fine when the reality is quite different. Following Corey's cheating scandal, the couple's relationship took a downturn. Numerous arguments erupted, leading Kris to lose trust in Corey. These conflicts became so intense that Corey decided to temporarily leave Kris. According to an insider, Corey suggested taking a break to give them both some distance and time to think about what they want. He struggles with Kris's lack of trust in him. Despite the turmoil, Kris seems determined not to end the relationship, driven by a sense of shame. There are even rumors that the couple has considered therapy to work through their issues. Now, let's talk about Kris and Corey's relationship. These two have been an item for a whopping decade. First, there was Robert Kardashian, then Caitlyn Jenner, and now Corey Gamble. But hold on to your hats because here comes the kicker. Whispers are swirling that Corey might not just be Kris's boyfriend, he might be her husband. Yep, you read that right. Secret nuptials and all. But back to the juicy stuff. Did Kim really cozy up to Corey? Well, the grapevine seems to think so. But here's the kicker. It's not exactly sending Kris into a tailspin. Why? Because, allegedly, Kris has a history of, shall we say, open-mindedness when it comes to her daughter's romantic escapades. Pimping them out to Diddy? Hey, no biggie. It seems like Kris Jenner's empire might be crumbling before our very eyes. The queen bee of reality TV is facing a mountain of problems, and this time, her bag of tricks might not be enough to save her. So, check this out. Rumor has it that Kris Jenner's tangled up in some serious scandal involving none other than Diddy and his shady dealings. Word on the street is that Kris allegedly pimped out her own daughter, Kim Kardashian, to Diddy's infamous circle of freak-offs. Yep, you heard that right. It's like something straight out of a Hollywood thriller. And if that bombshell wasn't enough, there's more bad news for Kris. Hulu, the streaming giant, just dropped a major bombshell of their own by canceling the Kardashians show. You can bet your bottom dollar that Kris is fuming about this one. It seems like Kris Jenner's troubles are piling up faster than ever. In a shocking turn of events, the IRS is reportedly slamming Kris over allegations of tax evasion through her California community church. This could have serious consequences for Kris and everyone associated with her. The IRS claims that Kris has been attempting to evade taxes, not just for herself, but also for her children, by hiding a substantial amount of money under the guise of the church. If these allegations hold true, it could mean trouble not only for Kris, but for her entire family as well. The potential repercussions are massive. The IRS has the power to seal Kris's bank accounts and properties, which could deal a devastating blow to her finances and reputation. And if criminal charges are brought against her, it could mean jail time for Kris and those involved. As the investigation unfolds, one thing's for certain: Kris Jenner's life is about to get a whole lot more complicated. Stay tuned, because this could be the beginning of the end for the Kardashian matriarch. Kris founded the California Community Church in 2009. It was previously known as the Life Change Church, and its lead pastor is Brad Johnson. He is a family friend of the Kardashians, and KUWTK viewers might remember him for officiating Khloe Kardashian and Lamar Odom's wedding. Some may see it as a shock that Kris founded her own church. However, the family has a long-standing association with religion and is regularly seen on their shows making prayers, and they also make posts about it on their social media too. The main issue a lot of people seem to have with Kris having her own church is that there has been some speculation over the years over the authenticity of her having a church. The main concern of this is if Kris decided to found her own church so that she could use it as a tax write-off. Within the church, there is a practice that is known as tithing, which is where it is customary to give 10% of one's earnings back to the church. This set a lot of tongues wagging regarding Kris because it's widely known that she takes 10% of all of her children's earnings, and many found this far too much of a coincidence to believe that there was nothing fishy behind her founding her own church. This may not seem like anything that anyone necessarily needs to be skeptical about at this point, particularly as many managers will often take somewhere around 10% of their clients' earnings. However, it was reported by Radar Online that the California Community Church was involved in a tax scandal after it failed to pay any taxes during its first few years. Kris Church not paying any taxes might confuse some as to why this was a tax scandal, as it's also widely known that churches are exempt from paying federal, state, and local taxes. However, they do have to pay taxes on their payroll expenses, which seems to be what Kris failed to do in this instance. Doesn't sound like something a business-savvy woman like Kris would do. There are some other issues regarding money and Kris's church that also come into play here. One of which is that there have been a few occasions where the Kardashians have been involved in some charity auctions on eBay and have given the money made from these sales to the California Community Church, which would get them out of having to pay any tax on that money. The other issue is the membership fee that the church charges. Many churches will vary what they charge for their churchgoers. Some will charge a mandatory fee. Some will ask that members pay 10% of their earnings but won't make this mandatory, and others will ask for a small contribution whenever someone attends their church. However, the California Community Church charges $1,000 per month in order to be able to attend their church, so it certainly seems like something that is more for the rich and wealthy. But overlooking that, it would also seem that this membership fee gives Kris even more money than what she currently makes, which many aren't happy about. If you think that's the only scamming scandal Kardashians are involved in, you are wrong. The whole situation appears to be quite suspicious, and it certainly comes across as shady as F. But it still doesn't end there, because a lot of things still don't add up about Kim's finances, and people are convinced that she has been inflating her income and network.